Please welcome Josh O'Connor, Zendaya and Mike Feist.
Yes. Welcome. Come on through, guys. Welcome.
Take a seat.
Thank you.
Oh, it's so fantastic having you guys here.
Happy to be
Thanks
here.
for having us.
Lovely. So we've got the whole cast. You know what I mean?
delighted.
It's just us three.
It feels like that sometimes, in this film. But this film is so fantastic. It is end to end. The thing I've most been impressed with is the athleticism from every single one of you. Right? I mean, look, the lads you saw in the sauna, you're doing all right. Yeah? But Zendaya, I want to come to your coaching because your tennis playing in the film looks unbelievable. Tell me how much is real.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
No, we had an incredible group of people that we were surrounded by to train.
Yeah.
We had many weeks of tennis training under the guidance of Brad Gilbert, who is an iconic tennis coach himself. And we trained beside each other. We did our tennis practice beside each other. We did rehearsals beside each other. And we had incredible tennis doubles as well that we learned from and worked beside and also made us look good. But listen, tennis is no joke. I have such just respect and admiration for the game, for the sport, for the people who play it. It's tough. I'll tell you that.
100%.
Got to ask, under Brad's tutelage, who would you say became the ultimate best tennis player out of you three, Mike? Because I'm here in the room, it might have been you.
No.
OK.
He won't take the compliment.
Okay.
He won't accept it.
I'm trying to push the compliment this way.
Yeah.
But Mike,
No.
did you fight? Was it competitive though, Mike, at all? Like between
Against the three of us?
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing this press tour for a little bit, and the truth is that I'm realizing more and more that, how competitive Z is. Like, today we were at a press conference, and she's like, come on, we're, asking a bunch of journalists, and she's like, come on, who liked Tashi the best? Straight up,
Team Tashi,
unapologetically.
right here.
And I'm like,
Anybody?
you're a monster. You're crazy.
Listen, Team Tashi over here.
But yeah, Tashi in the film is a monster, right? But the film actually, tough, man. I was scared at one point. I was when you're playing, it's insane. But the film obviously centres around a big match between Patrick and Art, and you kind of dip in and out of it at times. And I have to ask, was the sweat real?
OK.
Because there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Josh, I'll come to you.
There's an awful lot of sweat.
How are they doing that? Is it juggling
OK,
water?
so to be fair, Mike Feist would, when they call cut, we're playing tennis.
Yeah.
And then they call cut, and then Mike's running around the court, doing laps, doing push-ups, doing star jumps. Yeah, with his one of those.
Yeah.
Skipping rope. Jump rope to you guys. That's it, yeah.
Magic wand.
We're like,
I'm starting to realise who the better player is. Carry on, Josh.
So he would do all these things. So I would say 60, but most of the sweat seen on Mike Feist is his sweat. Most of mine isn't.
Right.
It's cool.
water.
It's like
fragranced water to keep me
Josh
happy.
and I were given. We met with a nutritionist. They gave us a diet. They put us. We had the same. We all had the same coach, but a lot of the training Josh and I did together. And we're like, okay, we're gonna do this together. And I found out just a week ago that Josh fully was not sticking to the nutrition. He was eating whatever he wanted.
Okay.
And then behind, I would be on the bike, and Brian, who trained us, would be working me, and I'd be masochistic and going so hard. And meanwhile, Josh is like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Whenever Brian turned around,
Brian would be
I was taking rests, which
yeah.
is really important. If you're working out, you should take rests.
True.
Yeah,
The body needs to rebuild itself.
Yeah.
I just love that image.
It's balance. It's balance.
Mike's running around and Josh is just there can you just put the water on?
There we go.
Yeah.
Now, Zendaya, I know you
smarter.
act... Zendaya, I know, obviously, you're acting in the movie, but you're also a producer on the film, which I know you're really proud of, as you should be, because you're going to get to be, the author, I guess, of your career more with a project like this. And I got to ask, with this particular kind of love story, love triangle, did you find it more compelling and more interesting to do? Because usually when we see these romantic stories, it's just two people.
Right.
But obviously, we have three.
And it's funny, we keep talking about romance, and I feel like, I don't know if it's also romantic in
Trauma
this film.
bonds.
Yeah, there's some codependency, there's a little bit of hatred going on, No, I think what drew me in was that these characters are incredibly complex and complicated and messy and human, and You know, particularly when it comes to Tashi, you know, you can say she's, you know,
Tough.
has her moments, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
not the easiest person, but I think there also is a fragility to her as well, and it was about finding that balance within her, of not just making her a caricature of a strong woman, but really understanding what's behind this shell and this persona that she has created. And I think all of them, like I said, they're just chaos, you know, and they're so entangled. Yeah, and they can never let go. And there's something, you know, out of life that they're not able to get on their own, that they need each other and they keep coming back to each other. So I think it was just this idea of complicated human relationships and human behavior and the messiness of it that I think was quite beautiful.
For sure. Well, we have to mention as well, congratulations, British and American Vogue. You're the cover star,
Sure.
Which is quite the feat to have it on both. But the outfits that we've seen over the past few days for the press, for the premieres and things like that. I mean, last night's premiere outfit that you were wearing, that's got all tennis themed.
Yeah.
So talk me through this. So that was last night's, right?
Yes.
And then you've also got the shoes. Now, these look either incredibly hard or incredibly comfortable to walk in.
Listen, the tennis ball didn't change the shoe, right? I was still comfortable in there. But no, I mean, fashion has always been something that I've kind of used as an outlet or as a tool. I think ultimately I am a more shy person, so it allows for me to kind of create this persona, this character that I get to live in for the day. But yeah, my stylist Law and I, we've been working together since we were 14, and we kind of did, kind of by accident, back on Greatest Showman, like method dressing and kind of being inspired by the film. And
Method dressing?
Yeah. I'm here for that.
Like method
That's what I told
dressing?
you. I method dressed for you. I came
And
with
you
a
look
tennis
amazing,
lawn,
by the
especially
way.
for you three.
No,
Thanks
you look
so much.
fantastic. But yeah, it's just, you know, we get so lucky to be a part of films with such like rich references anyway. So might as well just like pull from that. And we were so lucky to work with Jonathan Anderson for this film. He is our costume designer, which is brilliant. And so there's already so much there. So might as well have fun and enjoy it.
That's it. Another layer of storytelling. We appreciate it. And thank you so much, guys.